Hey everyone! This video is going to cover a handful of interesting and powerful techniques that not too many people know about. These are for the heroes Xiaolin, Highlander, and Zhang Jun. These techniques have a dramatic impact on gameplay, so some of these may be patched out in the near future. Regardless, be sure to look out for people using these against you in live games. Without further ado, let's get started. Starting with Xiaolin with his sweep flicker tech. Xiaolin is capable of making his sweep follow-up from chi stance completely undodgeable with this technique, making this follow-up basically guaranteed. No, I'm not exaggerating, it is that strong. The explanation behind flicker tech and how to do it with Xiaolin has already been covered in a previous video of mine, so be sure to check that out. To perform the sweep version of this technique, you are required to flicker a chi stance heavy attack to the leftward direction. This attack needs to hit for the tech to work, but if it does, buffer the sweep input and the sweep will be completely undodgeable. As you can see with the clip, my opponent tries to buffer a dodge to evade the sweep, but the move still lands anyway. This technique will not work with flickering to the top or right guard, it must be the left guard, and the attack must also land. If it is blocked or a different direction is used, the sweep will become dodgeable. However, the strength of this technique should not be overlooked, since if your left flickered heavy attack lands, it is a guaranteed 52 damage combo. Next with Highlander's silent feint tech. This technique allows Highlander to feint and exit offense stance instantly without giving an audio or animation indicator, along with removing the stamina cost of feinting from offense stance. To do this technique, there are two methods. The first method is to throw an offense stance light attack in any direction, but then during the animation, swap your guard to a different direction and let go of the heavy button at the same time. You should notice your guard returning. The second method to do this is to release the heavy button but throw an offense stance light attack by pressing the light and heavy attack button at the same time shortly afterwards. This is practical for being able to counterfight when your opponent least expects it. This includes blocking, parrying, and counter guard breaking. Especially since a common tactic to force Highlander out of offense stance is to buffer a light attack against him since they can't block it. With this technique, you can instead punish your opponent for using this interrupt tactic against you. Another technique to briefly note is during your offense stance emote, you are able to hard feint and exit your offense stance during the emote animation to allow for your guard to return before the animation is over, allowing you to once again block, parry, or counter guard break. For the final technique with Zhang Jun's Sifu stance zone flicker, it is possible to allow for Zhang Jun's Sifu stance zone attack animation to appear faster and choppy to your opponent, making it harder for them to parry. To do this, you need to enter Sifu stance with your guard being on the left side first, then exit out of Sifu stance normally, but halfway through the exit animation, throw the zone attack. This technique is quite simple, but can be useful to disorientate your opponent. The zone attack from Sifu stance is quite slow, so using this technique can help make the move a bit more viable in 1vs1s. And that's all I have for you today. Special thanks to Mashua's Lifu for helping me record this video. I hope you all learnt something new, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.